There we go. Didn't want to work for me there. I'm sorry, everybody. It is Lambowski once again, already starting off with a little bit of a blunder with another EU matchup here in IVRL Season 1, Week 2. We've got Forlorn Hope versus Eagles. Forlorn being around for a couple seasons now, and Eagles, I believe, being a newer team. The captain by Eag Max 9 official, currently in lobby, sitting right there, and Ado Z being the captain of Forlorn Hope, looking to if we can get a win in week 2. I believe I casted their first week matchup, and forgive me because I can't remember exactly which what team they faced. Virtual secret, as Connor had a heck of a sneaky little cap in the I want to say eastern side there in East Tank Courtyard. Like, it's right behind that building, but it was a heck of a cap. If you missed it, it was in the clip of the week's channel in the Discord. But with that being said, we have filled up full 5v5, and I'm excited for this matchup. Again, Eagles being a newer team, I've yet to see them play. I'm familiar with Moth One Valley. I've spoken DM some a little bit, but otherwise I haven't had the fortune to meet any of the other players, so eager to see how this turns out. But yeah, thank you for joining me, and we'll see how this goes. Luckily we are full 5v5, almost pretty much on time, as it is 9. Sorry, I'm gonna have to deal with that sound for a second if I can find where that come from. But dealing with a full 5v5 early on, quick, and hopefully raring to go here soon. We've got the crashed plane objective OBJ just by wing courtyard, whatever you would want to call it. Downed wing. But yeah, while we wait on that and I take care of this sound, take a brief intermission. We'll be right back. And they heard me, so we're back at it anyways. We got Forlorn Hope versus the Eagles, round 1, quarantine.
What's going on, Mike?
Forlorn Hope, northeast spawn.
Right. We're flanking to the right. I'm stuttering like hell.
Not a lot of energy coming out of Forlorn Hope so far, but we'll see how it's going on the other side with the Eagles.
I'm taking gas station buttons.
Yeah, alright. I'll take this one. Even though I hate
Looks Turtle at HVAC has a couple call outs already with 3 in the north. Smokes out from Artemis. I'm sorry. Smokes out behind Artemis. Turtle over top of Artemis. Should be seeing pros soon. Solo coming up from behind. Get some lasers out so we can see where Turtle's looking at. Solo pushing up on Turtle. Turtle should be hearing these loud footsteps from Solo. With a trade as Solo runs around in front of Turtle's line. Artemis, the one closest to the OBJ so far, with Moth Valley overlooking Artemis's position. Artemis, I believe, was getting shots towards Moth, causing Moth to take cover and start pre-firing. While behind me, it looks like there's a 3-man gathering of Forlorn Hope. Artemis downing and confirming Moth. As I switch away, Sid the Sloth finds Artemis. Now putting it down to a 3v3. Forlorn Hope versus Eagles. 4 minutes left. Pretty tight defense on the OBJ with Siegel and Sid the Sloth. to see the name real quick as I pan in gas station. Max, the captain of Eagles, sitting back in gas station. Appears as Connor is looking to push towards North White Car area. Kato and Jack just outside of HVAC roof. All right, I believe I took care of that pesky little noise. We are now all alone. Lambowski, the audience, Forlorn Hope, and Eagles. How you doing? As Jack Lemon and Connor look to get into North Death Alley as Kato Z is hanging out by HVAC. Still a tight OBJ defense by Siegel and Sid. With all the time in the world, I mean, they don't have to get pushy. I mean, they know they've taken 2. They know they've lost 2. It looks as we've got a drop on the Forlorn Hope side. We'll see if they get back anytime soon. But with a 3v3, 2 minutes left, they're close enough to the OBJ that they know they have time that they can kind of peek these corners, clear their advances, as Connor and Jack are now coming to the tail end of playing. I just see myself doing a Titanic reference with Jack sometime today. Too bad they can't play what is it, Hook? Get Jack in the water. Connor. We'll have to deal with Max soon if he is getting any further out into the street. Let's get to Max's position. He does have a laser towards. Oh, right as he
up by gas station.
Did Max miss the call out? Max misses the shots, missed the timing initially. Would have just held the line a little bit longer. Connor. Oh no! Connor now getting shots towards Max. Max having to duck behind cover. Take prone, sorry. Connor with shots out. Headshot on Max, Jack Lemon, and Max. Now a danger to the OBJ as Kato needs to push up with Sid and Siegel so close by. Connor and Sid. Pillar dance. Sid winning this dance. Jack Lemon shooting Siegel behind Slid. Jack Lemon with a nice little 2-piece at the end there. Thank you. How you doing? Round number 1, Forlorn Hope. Very good play. I mean, just couldn't have worked out any better for Forlorn Hope in that position. It would have been a tough cap since sorry, let's get there we go. Get that up and rolling for you. Forlorn Hope, it couldn't have worked out any better for him just because Siegel and Sid was sitting on the OBJ so tightly. It would have been a little tough to get a cap, but I mean, they were getting close and they just had to deal with what they dealt with, and it was just good timing. Just awkward laser work at that point because he's seen where Connor was initially trying to shoot Sid and they were doing that little dance between the pillars, but Jack Lemon coming around the corner and just sweeping, shooting first, Siegel behind, and then catching Sid as he kept swinging. And good shots, good round. Initially a lot of action in the beginning, kind of petered out there as they started to gather their thoughts, move into the OBJ, get closer, because obviously Eagles, although they are new, they were very what's the word, disciplined to sit on the OBJ and not give up that 2 points. Whereas if they would have been out and about, it's hard to tell how close that two-man team in the South would have gotten to the OBJ and Cap. But we're getting back to it, so we'll see how the Eagles fare on offense and how Forlorn Hope can now defend the OBJ that they at one point a little bit ago was looking to cap.
Meet me with the 1 and then 2. No.
I'll go north. I'll go north. I'll go north.
Okay, and I'm spinning it down.
Which are you?
Turtle just saying, I don't need all this. Just give me my gun, boys. I'm interested to see how the defense changes once the round kind of starts flowing, but no super close Forlorn Hope members to the OBJ. Sid General. Sid and Siegel, that was once sitting at the defense, now looking to try to take the defense. Moving together down the south side. Shots out from mouth towards burned down building, broken building. I know center burning is not that call out. Crash building probably, I guess, 3-story. I don't go there very often. As Turtle and Max are taking the north approach. Might have to deal with Jack soon, as Jack is getting pushy towards the north. Sid finding Kato
Got him.
just outside of garage and hospital.
-1.
Where is it? I was just seeing it. There we go. Jack Lemon coming up on the corner. Get Jack's approach. Somebody had a laser towards him. Jack getting shots out on Turtle. And Max downing only. Artemis finding Siegel.
Left side.
Now down to a 2.5 for the Eagles. Lemon needing to get the confirm. Moth getting very pushy. Solo and Connor finding Solo finding Sid. Very quick round for Forlorn Hope on defense. The pushed out defense really maybe caught Eagles off guard. I'm not sure. They were just, unfortunately for them, not looking in the right angles, I guess. Jack Lemon coming from the north to catch the two-man push at HVAC. Accurate shots. I mean, that's big. Obviously, any multiple kills, especially when you're facing 5v5, there's no respawns. You only get the 5 you got. And if they're standing and shooting, that's great. If they're not, they're no help to you and you lost them. That's up to you to revive them or honor them. You know what I mean? Get that next shot. But if you can get any second shot, any second kill, the moment you get shots on one person, you've pretty much engaged. You've given your first call out of the map if you haven't already talked to your team. But that first shot on anybody is your first call out of the round. And you have to imagine that now, if you don't get that kill and you die, I mean, obviously, you've done nothing but maybe giving some call outs, giving a little bit of information to your team. But unfortunately, not much else is going to come from you from the grave. But the ability to get multiple kills, especially on defense, it's paramount of a good defense. Anybody that's able to get more than one kill, obviously, if you can all hunker in and you all get one, awesome. Everybody gets their piece of the pie, but you get what I'm saying. Anybody that get more than one kill in my person I mean, you got a good defender on your team. You just got to get that rolling. Obviously, it's all about the line you take and just luck with where the Marsoc is heading and where you're positioned, but you know how it goes. I'm just rambling, trying to keep y'all entertained. I'm just rolling and rolling. You know how it goes. As we get over to Forlorn Hope. Currently up 2-0.
I'll rotate up to you lot.
Eagles looking to protect the tank courtyard OBJ. Let's get a new camera. While I was rambling, I forgot Siri. Kato Z in crash building, as well as Jack and Connor. Solo and Artemis pushing down the southern side. Artemis getting close to the hospital. May deal with Siegel soon, but Max and Sid Where is Siegel? Siegel getting shots on Artemis, but trading with Artemis. Get out this window. Solo is Solo now in the hospital with Max and Sid not super close by, but maybe the only people they will deal with soon. Jack and Kato Z still in crash building. Connor close by, lasers out. Eagles are not, I mean, they're close enough that they can get any real push up onto the OBJ, but not sitting as tightly as they once was on round 1. However, Solo in a pretty good position, finding Sid from hospital roof.
-1.
4v3, Max in the hole. Max rotating. Lasers once again. Moth is...
He's in the middle of it.
Yeah, they've got attention somehow towards Moth. Somebody's got call-outs. I don't know if he's clipped or what, but... Moth, unfortunately, doesn't really have anywhere to go unless these 3 Forlorn Hope members quit taking lines off. Shots out, though, may get Moth a little bit antsy and peaky. With 3 lasers towards him, it would be a tough time to take any eyes. M203 out, not gonna connect, might have scared somebody. Solo getting close, finding Max on OBJ. Moth getting shots out, finding Kato. Solo has to be careful, getting Turtle finding Solo. Solo, the most dangerous member at that point on the OBJ, getting very close. Took down, well, only downing the member of Eagles sitting on OBJ, Max, the captain. Connor and Jack Lemon in crash building, top and bottom. All that's left for Forlorn Hope. Eagles looking to take their first round of map 1. Shots out from Connor. Long shots from Connor. Finding Max on the OBJ.
Connor, you got one out to the east.
Shots out from Connor, getting only downing Moth.
Cool.
If not confirmed, Moth will at least be able to give any call-outs of a push towards
I'm gonna push up the middle.
towards the OBJ. If not able to at least peek around the corner and give call-outs. A wounding fall. Jack Lemon pushing around HVAC. Turtle close by, not looking to give up this OBJ. I think you can cap from like just around that corner. I don't know if Turtle will be able to see it or not. But Connor is getting close. Connor in week 1 pulled off a very sneaky cap. Let's see if he can do it again. He's got 2 minutes, plenty of time. Turtle not getting very peaky, not looking to move a whole ton. As I say that, he starts moving. Moth is down. Might be able to give a call out soon for Jack Lemon if Jack gets a little too pushed up and heads towards the APC. Moth probably would have given the call out by now. Connor. Oh, just getting a little too pushed out. Turtle sitting on the line, now down to Jack. Connor giving a last minute call out. Last second call out, sorry. Jack is gonna have to push and Turtle's gonna have to just sit. 40 seconds left. Jack will get the signal soon. Jack taking a little too much time. Turtle not getting peaky, not looking to lose the round. Yes, and Eagles, due to time restraints, Turtle finding Jack in the end. Eagles taking their first round with a very good solid defense, and Turtle not getting too aggressive. Did a double transition there. Obviously the longest round of the match so far being the third round and taking the full time restraints. It looked like Connor was getting ready to get a sneaky cap coming up on the tank. Just a little too far pushed out. I don't know exactly where the line is that your tablet allows you to cap at that point, but unfortunately it looked like it was a little too close for Turtle's line, so Turtle found Connor. But pretty good round. Eagles finally get one on the board. Let's see if they can compound on this interest and continue rolling into round number 4 and tie it up 2-2, or take it 3-2. Take it, but take the lead anyways. Let's see if I can't figure out. I see that the title is wrong and I've been given the perms. I just got to figure out why I can't get into it. Again, hope everybody is enjoying the matchup so far. It is an EU matchup between Forlorn Hope and the Eagles. Lambowski is your caster. Wah! IVRL Season 1, Week 2. We're getting back into the action, so let's do it.
No, actually, no, you got it 2 times. I recommend you stay on. I just
I'll go
recommend
middle
picking
with
up
you.
the road. Alright.
I'll stay in this
And then
building
then one person, then you obviously have the 4 times you go over there. And
Yeah, so I'll stick in this building.
mm-hmm.
Forlorn looking to hold the tank courtyard OBJ that they were unable to attack. Let's see how it goes. Solo and Artemis outside looking at South Street. Didn't look like it. Moth finding Connor towards HVAC. Believe that call out of didn't look like there was a cross might have hurt Forlorn Hope in the end here. We'll see how it pays out for Sid, and if anything positive comes from his end. Jack tight on the OBJ. Solo in the hole. Turtle may be able to get shots soon. No longer looking towards Solo's line. As I say that, shots out from Solo towards Turtle. Turtle looking into the stairwell, taking second floor as well as Seagull. Utility out. Possible frag. Not gonna connect. Just outside. Turtle almost catching Solo off guard as Solo was still spraying the bottom floor. Eagle's still there. And I have a blue laser close by my valley. Almost getting shots from Kato Z. Kato Z unable to land. Moth getting pushed up on the OBJ. Kato has to get shots out on Moth. I'm not sure what was going on there, but Moth Valley almost capping and taking the lead for Eagles. Turtle getting shots back out towards Solo. Continuing to rotate Solo, finding Turtle as he was rotating out. Shots out from Sid. Hospital roof into hole. Not. Eagle finally finding Solo. So many members all around Solo's end. Unable to finally find the line that was going to end with his first TK. Well, first TK, sorry. First kill of the round, I believe. As Artemis is sitting in the elbow. Jack Lemon on the OBJ. 3v3. Trying Kato Z on top of HVAC. I believe Sid might have an idea that somebody is on HVAC with Max in the distance. possibly aware as well. Kato doing very well to prone below Sid's line. Sid still scanning, unable to find Kato. Kato now able to probably get up and now find a little bit better. Oh no, Kato finding a headshot on Sid. Max almost getting refragged, and does with another back-to-back headshot. Max putting it now 2v2. Siegel on the OBJ. I don't think Flash is Jack. Artemis is gonna catch Siegel pushing in. Oh no, Artemis. The Eagles dwindling down to their last offensive member of Max 9 official. Artemis, thankfully for Forlorn Hope, was able to stop the push. I mean, it would have been a tough time to deal with Jack Lemon and get that cap. I think, again, as Max finding a headshot on Jack. Now down to a 1v1. Will Artemis crash and will Max sit? Just a few seconds left in 2 minutes. Artemis knows exactly where Max is. Will he be able to sit and catch the rotation? Max. Now coming out of center burning. Just below the line, behind white car. Might be able to get into tank courtyard, but has to push left side or else Artemis will find Max pushing in. Max finding Artemis, tying it up for Eagles, 2-2 against Forlorn Hope. Once again, almost just as long of a round, but very, very tactically played. Nothing too crazy. A little just slow. Pick your corners. A lot, and I'm talking a lot of just different concentrated fire towards the hole that was dealing with, I believe, Solo on the defense, as there was 3 members, 1 in a hospital, 2 in center birding, top and bottom, just every so often shooting, causing Solo to turn. Basically, at that point, you're forcing Solo to make a flick shot if they're gonna land it. And unfortunately for Solo, eventually somebody was the killer of Solo and weakening that defense. But I mean, it really just come down to picks. Fortunately for Max 9, able to connect with Artemis, as Artemis was unable to connect with him back to back, unfortunately, because he was able to take out one pushing Marsoc member into tank courtyard right in the same exact spot. Whether or not he was expecting a second in the very end of that round with 40 seconds left, who knows? He could have been caught off guard, could have just been a little slow on the trigger. It's hard to tell once you're inside the headset and dealing with the environment, the sound, the stress, the anxiety. I mean, it's anybody's ball game, and we're getting back to it. So let's see what happens in round number 5 for Forlorn Hope versus Eagles, tied up 2-2. Eagles.
Yeah, I know.
Now
That's
looking to
the problem
defend
with this
the
one. Do they know it though?
crash OBJ.
Like,
Do they know what?
do I know that there's a small crack that can happen?
I believe that we know. I don't know if Forlorn knows, but I don't know if you can still do that anymore. I've seen people trying to get that wall crack cap. It doesn't really work out a whole ton. We'll see how it goes. But with the Eagles' defense. Turtle towards the cockpit. I believe people call it fuselage. I'm not really sure. We'll call it that for sure. For now. Artemis pushing up. Moth getting a headshot with the G36C from center burning. Already weakening the northern push from Forlorn Hope. Putting it down 4-5. Solo coming up on HVAC. Jack Lemon, Cato, and Connor in North Alley. Solo needs to be careful as Moth right now can deal with Solo here in a second. Moth not looking at the correct line. Solo not seeing Moth in the distance. I'm not sure if maybe my line was just a little too high, but Moth and Solo just a hair's turn away from each other as Connor is now in Death Alley. Might have to deal with Sid soon. Sid very close to the window, maybe just here for sound. Max in the very west. Utility out from Solo. Smokes in behind Turtle's back. Moth not looking. Solo. Shot coming out from Moth. Believe. Yep. Solo now is unable to be caught by Solo unless Solo Moth sorry, Solo unable to be caught by Moth unless Solo backs up. Turtle now probably getting shots towards Solo and getting the call out. Utility out. Not gonna flash anybody. Seagull, however, might find Solo. Wounding as I switched.
I can't get a close shot because my Oculus is shit.
Seagull, knowing he did not kill Solo, just maybe winged him. Solo beckoning for more shots from Seagull from ambulance. Seagull getting shots from ambulance, not landing on Solo. Solo's gonna look to get the refrag, but nobody's home. Maybe just looking to cause a diversion. Solo now rotating away from HVAC. Not gonna deal with Turtle. Connor in white car. Jack Lemon and Cato. North Alley. Possible callouts maybe from Sid soon if they stomp a little too loud. Shots from Connor towards Moth with a headshot. Tying it up 4-4. Solo. Ball damage into crash building. Turtle close by might have heard it. I don't know if you can shoot through those tiny little holes, the little windows in the fuselage. Solo pushing in. Headshot on Sid from Jack Lemon. Turtle, if not careful, might be giving up a cap. Forlorn Hope. Solo in the stairwell, opting to move up. 3v3. Nobody on the OBJ besides Max. I don't know if Max can see in the tunnel. If Solo is slow and quiet, the Eagles may lose this round. Turtle now just crashed back to the OBJ. Seagull now has an eye on the OBJ, thankfully for the Eagles. Seagull might, however, find Solo here in a second. Solo. Max in the west, not pushing towards OBJ. Turtle looking. Solo being killed by B6 Turtle just in time as Cato is just around the corner. I think Connor is behind me as well. Might deal with Max soon. Sorry, Jack. Jack downing Max official. Oh no, Cato is possibly capping. I'm not sure if you can cap from right there, but Turtle and Siegel, oh no. Turtle and Siegel with 30 seconds left needs to crash to the OBJ. Kato is on the OBJ. Kato gonna be capping soon. Kato gonna take the lead with all the time in the world as Turtle and Siegel are not pushing the OBJ. Kato. Taking a little, there we go. I was gonna say watch for the defense to push around just at the last second and catch Kato before the send, but Kato taking the 2-pointer for the home team, putting it up 4-2. Unfortunately for the Eagles, the defense was not close enough to the OBJ. Jack finding max 9 towards the tail end of playing, and you would have thought it didn't really open up anything. I mean, we was expecting a crash, and it just unfortunately for Eagles did not pan out. Forlorn hope, however, with Kato Z, the captain of the team, taking the first cap of the match and taking the lead 4-2. We'll see if the Eagles can cap on the exact same OBJ. We are back in Crash Building, as that was the first round of it. So let's see if I can't get this title taken care of. There we go. Let's get the title taken care of, everybody. There we go. And let's get to the action, as they're already letting shots out. Yeah, man, the Eagles give out the first call out of the round, letting Forlorn Hope let the defense know where they first originally spawned at, with the southeast spawn. Turtle in hospital. Kato Z looking to take second floor center burning. Turtle and Jack may deal with each other soon. Jack solo finding Siegel. Turtle finding Jack. Comperps do come out, tying it up 4-4. Connor on the OBJ. Moth Valley. Kato Z getting shots on Moth. Sid shortly behind Turtle, downing Solo. Kato in center burning, putting a lot of shots out with that PKM towards the hole, but Sid ducking down just in time. I believe it is Solo only downed on HVAC, so callouts should be coming out eventually. I'm not sure
if he pushes out, but I can't quite see anything yet in mid.
That's what I was expecting. I'm not 100% sure if they can see anybody close by, but Max towards spawn building, just taking a look out. It is a 3v3.5, so anything can happen at this point. I don't know if any revive's gonna come out on Solo. It would be a rough one. Solo might be getting call out soon on Sid. You can hear it on the telephone waves. Turtle getting shots out towards somebody. Oh, bumped my mouse there. I believe it's maybe towards Artemis. But Solo should have a call out towards Sid's.
Guy by tank is pushing left side, coming left side.
Call outs from Solo, giving Kato enough evidence, enough information that gets shots out almost immediately as Sid comes into view from center burning.
He's coming close. He's underneath that.
Turtle
Whoever's in that fence building is underneath you.
looking to take care of Kato Z. Looking to take care of Kato Z and clear Sid's line. Sid finding Kato, only downing Artemis, getting Sid for the refrag. As well as Turtle. Now all down to max 9. Forlorn Hope. Just a few moments ago, tied 2-2, might be able to take the first map quarantine. With 2 eyes and 2 guns versus max 9's 2 eyes and 1 gun. 2 eyes for Forlorn Hope, as I was 1 eye now as Solo finally bleeds out. Kato's got a little bit of time left, so might be able to give some useful knowledge for Connor and Artemis, who are sitting tight on the OBJ. Connor directly on the uplink itself. Artemis pushing up to HVAC, maybe having some call-outs from Kato. Artemis might find Max, and Artemis trading for the end of map number 1. Forlorn Hope taking it 5-2 on quarantine. Let's see the replay there of the trade. I mean, it was just, Max was just deadly enough to take care of the defense coming at him, but unfortunately not deadly enough to stay alive in the process. But pretty good map so far. I'm excited to see what map number 2 holds as far as where we're going. You'll find out when I find out, I reckon. So again, this is Lambowski. Sorry. I appreciate you watching so far, and continue to watch if you do. We're going to hit intermission here in a second and then find the rehost, and we'll bring you back the action as far as what you've had seen. Forlorn Hope versus Eagles, IVRL Season 1, Week 2. Lambowski. We'll see you in a bit, babe. And we're back. We took it to Suburbia for Eagles map pick. We'll see how it goes for them. They are still technically in this. They can't lose just yet, because here in IVRL we are playing a 2-map series. Each map you play to 5. You can score a max of 6. So we'll see how it goes for them. We'll see if they can take it back. They're only down by 3 points, and that is what you're fighting for, is points at this point. Maps, although yeah, matter, because they're the ones that you might be good at or might not be good at. But the points, the rounds, anything you can get in map 1, your pick comes next. See if you can get more out of that one. And if anything, it's always something to work on. Watch back, especially if it's casted by moi and others like Griff and Edge and Lamp and Craft and Blizzard Bark and Sky Joker and Deadly Z, Reaper Bat. I'm sorry if I miss anybody. I'm just starting to spit out everybody I can. That's an IVRL caster. But we are at a full 5v5. We'll see if the strats are coming out soon, and if round 1 on Suburbia comes out just as soon as well for IVRL Season 1, Week 2, Forlorn Hope versus the Eagles. We've got the we're back. We've got the Burning House OBJ in the southeast here with Forlorn Hope on the offense.
Jack, what did you want to say?
Round 1.
I was going to say, when's the highlights on Sky?
See if any pre-fire
I don't know what you put me
is going to come out from
Alright, I'm going on now.
the Eagles. None from either team.
No, I mean, I got your C4, so.
Where's the lasers at? They are gone. Okay. Connor getting first shots out of the round, as well as map number 2. Artemis just on the other side of hedges from Moth Valley. Moth Valley getting shots out. M203 just clipping the back of Humvee. Otherwise, Moth Valley might have been meeting the maker. Smokes out from Connor. Moth downing Artemis. Solo finding Connor through the window. Util coming out from Solo. Moth finding Kato. Eagles so far holding a commanding defense. Solo getting general. Sid finding Solo. Turtle finding Solo somehow. Sid not getting the refrag. Turtle finding the last member alive besides Jack Lemon, who has just now given up his last call out, as Max 9 finds the headshot for round number 1. Eagles taking it on Suburbia. Let y'all watch the replay there. Again, like I said, Eagles, it is their map pick. They played it very well on defense. They had a very tight, strict line pretty much everywhere they were. The only person I was seeing really doing a whole ton of movement was Moth over there in the playground area, back and forth around the OBJ, which obviously you need to have. If you are sitting on the OBJ, you can get capped on from behind any hidden crevice of environment nearby, which these lovely map makers, both the original game as well as the custom map makers, do so well, placing just random environments, setting it up just how they like it, just to make sure there's little tiny pieces that you can ninja cap or really ruin somebody's day. But fortunately for the Eagles, they held a tight defense. We'll see if Forlorn Hope can hold one as well and turn the tides, because so far, Eagles, with it being their map pick again, might have a little bit more momentum coming in. Forlorn Hope, I mean, it is Suburbia. Forlorn Hope's been around. They're not going to be like, okay, we don't know Suburbia, we don't know how to play it. But maybe Eagles is just really practice on it. Who knows? We'll find out. But I'm excited for the rest of the rounds, and round number 2 is a coming, and we're going.
Do I try the pre-fire?
Their spawns eye won't make a difference because they're left and right of it.
Who knows?
I've got a frag on me this
Forlorn debating on the pre-fire,
Seagull. Oh, shit.
opting not to. Moth Valley going lane 4, while Turtle Seagull go lane 2. Shots out. Connor. Solo finding a headshot on Max in lane 1. Pre-fire coming out from lane 1, home side Turtle. Getting shots towards Connor, I believe, but Connor behind cover. I believe Connor only has wooden cover behind him. If they are to sniff out that position, Connor could be dead from a penetration kill. A wall bang, as I was told the other day. Which really doesn't sound any better than a penetration kill, right? Jack Lemon finding Sid in lane 1. Turtle close by with the util. Oh, got Jack. I don't think it's gonna get Solo. Connor finding Moth. Jack finding the light just in time to get Turtle.
We traded on the left.
Jack
He's dead on the other side of the sandbag barrier.
getting call outs. Forlorn Hope holding just as strong of a defense as the Eagles did. The Eagles now down to General Seagull. Facing a 4.5. Solo rotating around, might find Seagull. Seagull heard the turn. Is going to trade Forlorn Hope, tying it up 1-1. Oh man. Good map so far by Turtle and Solo. And we're taking it to the Northwest Street white car OBJ. Pretty good round. I might have jinxed Eagles a little bit talking about their momentum on their map, but Forlorn Hope, I mean, good strong defense just like Eagles had. They had 5 up. I'm pretty certain the Eagles, when they played the first round, they had 5 up in the end as well. But we'll see how white car OBJ, how it pans out for the Eagles or Forlorn. Now Forlorn being on Marsok's side. I've seen some, I mean, it's open. All you have to really worry about to get a covered cap is you got to make sure that nobody's on this western side, that small sliver of western territory from the OBJ. If you can get on this side and get him tucked in behind those Hescos with a little bit of help and maybe some smoke, you can cap. But otherwise, unless nobody's on the defense, just getting eyes on the OBJ, there should not be a cap on this particular OBJ. I'm just saying that's what I foresee. Am I wrong? Who knows? I'm not betting on it, but who knows? I hope everybody's having a good day on their Sunday fun day. I am. And we are back in for round number 3 on map number 2.
Pre-fire. A pre-fire, like their center, I think center house is
Once again, the Eagles now questioning the use of pre-fire.
They're still gonna go that way.
2 down.
See if any pre-fires come out. Once again, no pre-fire out of Suburbia, round number 3. Moth Valley. We'll deal with Solo soon. Solo moving quickly. Moth with a C4 toss!
Oh, what a fucking
Solo acknowledging Moth Valley's very good toss. Artemis has to be careful. Artemis trying to rotate around Moth. Moth no longer in danger as Sid finds Artemis in the front. Artemis was looking to rotate around the C4 thrower, but didn't work out. Kato, second floor, center mansion. Moth with a line might find Connor soon. Connor with a watched nade. I think it would I mean, I've had it happen where Kraken just goes out at the last second with a rebound frag, looking to make sure that he wasn't going to get blown up, but unfortunately Moth Valley was circling around on the hunt for the rest of this Forlorn offense. Now down to Kato Z and Jack Lemon in center house. Moth Valley on an absolute tear, finding Kato in the top of center mansion. Jack Lemon all alone in the backyard. You know, my mama once said, don't be playing in that backyard, boy. Moth Valley, very close to Jack Lemon, MD. Let's see if I can't find Moth. Moth is just hunting with Eagles once again. I mean, a strong defensive round with 5 members of Eagles still standing. Jack Lemon facing a 1v5. So my last cast was with Dark Tidings and Notorious, and William Dunce won a kind of a bet I made, and $50 is going to be going to Toys for Tots. And if Jack Lemon can 1v5 it now, another 50 is going to be going to Toys for Tots. I like these 1v5s. I want to see it. I'm at this point because I want to be able to be like, hey boys, I had a reason to root for him. I'm rooting for Jack Lemon here because facing a 1v5, if we can watch a 2.5 clutch, I'm talking either kill all 5, cap. If Forlorn Hope takes the round with Jack Lemon facing a 5-man defense, sorry. We'll let the man go to work. Hurdle. Close by. A lot of noise. Moth and Jack Lemon trading. Eagles taking, as I said, a very strong defensive round with Moth really just holding his own, hunting down the offense and laying waste to the competition with the Eagles up on map number 2. 2-1. Putting it now 4-6. They are only down by 2 points. A cap here by the Eagles can not only put them in a very good position to win the map, but they could also tie it up for the overall match tonight with Forlorn Hope versus the Eagles. Unfortunately for Jack Lemon, unable to get the that 1v5. It happens. I'm gonna do a lot of stuff like that just because I want a reason to be like, hey, I'm sorry that y'all's winning this round, but I want to root for this guy because I'm rooting for the underdog and I want money going out, and I'm obviously whatever, you know what I mean? But I want to point out in that last match that I was talking about with William Dunce earning 50 to Toys for Tots, the original bet was that he was going for the full 1v5, but he showed great sportsmanship in terms of not shooting a player that was clipping, even though knowing that he was all alone, the round was on the line, maybe knowing that the eyes was on him, so might have been a little bit more honest, but doesn't matter. What his intentions was is, instead of shooting the player that was clipping through the wall, I'm gonna rotate around, shoot you from the front. Didn't work out. Showing great sportsmanship, not knowing that money was on the line, I gave him the half of the bet. So I dig it. I just like watching Onward. I like fair competition, and I just like seeing what people can do, because obviously I can't do none of this. I'm not very great, so it's fun to see what is capable in the VR world, especially in Onward, with the amazing C4 by Moth, just a toss, and I believe it was, might have been, yeah, I think it was solo. that dealt with that, but pretty good rounds. Pretty good rounds. We did have a drop from Forlorn Hope, so we'll be right there because Solo is back, and we've got a full 5v5 for map number 2, round number 4, week number 2, season number 1. Lambowski bringing you Forlorn Hope versus the Eagles with IVRL. Getting a little hot in here. Too much man meat in this sweater. It's cold. We woke up cold, but hot in here. Hope everybody that's watching is having fun and enjoying this stream so far on this NFL Sunday Fun Day. Place your bets, get your money in, watch your teams, get your cheer on, get your brewskis on if that's your thing. I can't, unfortunately. But for those that are watching, I will be back later on this evening with either an 8 p.m. or a 9 p.m. cast on the docket. I'm not 100% sure yet of the current cast, but I will be back. You will be seeing Lambowski on IVRL sometime this evening with an NA matchup, as right now Forlorn Hope versus the Eagles is a EU matchup. That's why we are playing a little bit earlier in the day. We are at a 2 p.m. Eastern, whatever that is, UTC. I couldn't tell you, but we'll see if Forlorn Hope is getting a little bit more strikes in, or maybe the Eagles look to maybe take the lead. Well, already has the lead on the map, but take the tie for the overall matchup. Only down currently 2 points with a good offensive push and a cap on this OBJ. Like I said, gonna be a tough one to cap on unless you just take out this western side of the defense, and you can use some utils and walk your way in there and cap. But we'll see if the the Eagles can work it out, this being their map pick. See what they've got cooked up and can take care of. A lot of strats, a lot of big time, big brain, 100% IQ strats. Maybe anybody at home is playing a Sunday Fun Day Lambo phrase game. 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%. How's that hit you? As we are waiting for round number 4, Eagles and Forlorn Hope. How many times do I gotta say it? It's like Beetlejuice. You call them 3 times and they come. Let's see it. Forlorn Hope, Forlorn Hope, Forlorn Hope. Eagles, Eagles, Eagles. Now it sounds like NFL Sunday Fun Day coming at you. I'm just trying to kill some time here, y'all. I'd hate to go to an intermission, but I guess we can do it since they take the time to show you off all those pretty little highlights. We'll see you in a little bit. And we are back with Forlorn Hope.
I've got a frag as
Northwest OBJ defense.
Just be prepared for smoke.
See what?
Let us know how successful your smoke is immediately, and if there's anyone else over there. If you die, we are not going lane one. That's pretty much the game plan.
Who's coming?
Let's see how Eagles
Watch out
offense.
for pre-fire. There won't be any pre-fire.
See how Eagles offense can take the OBJ as one laser already down towards lane one with Sid the Sloth. Artemis solo. Currently neighbors. M203
Yeah, Roger.
smoking out the back of the map. Unfortunately not going to be useful back there. Shots coming out from Moth and Kato. Kato finding Moth from behind Northeast Hesco. Forlorn. Currently being 5v4. Turtle, Max, Sid in center house. General Siegel just outside of playground. Sid the Sloth. Solo's hearing a lot of footsteps. Maybe not enough information to expect to pre-fire that bush. Sid. Turtle. Close by. Turtle flat. Shooting through the bush. I was going to say flashing, but no flash out in front. Sid getting a little too pushed up. I believe Max might have actually flashed Solo.
Where'd you get shot from?
As Solo was able to back up, take cover, and now get his view. Solo and Sid just between some bushes. Still down to a 4v5 Turtle. Connor now. He can.
Why have you got night vision on?
Siegel finding Kato, as Kato, I believe, was rotating lane 4. Solo getting a shot out on Max 9. Solo and Sid and Solo trading. A lot of action there. Now down to a 3v2. Turtle is a danger to the OBJ. I wonder if Jack has been able to give any call outs yet. Shots from Siegel.
What's the code? How easy is it?
Artemis, very well aware of Siegel's and Turtle's combo.
Yeah, I mean, it's super easy to cap. This is a very easy code.
Sounds like a very easy code according to Siegel.
Super easy code.
They are going
I'm
to
gonna smoke. We're gonna try and go around the right side.
around the right side. That'd be interesting.
Get smokes? Throw them in the middle.
Okay,
Right.
okay. Let's see how this push. I wonder if they were using the voice a little too loud to. As Turtle starts rotating, gonna have to deal with Connor. Connor finds Turtle as Turtle takes out Artemis, weakening this defense as Siegel has now got some cover. If Connor is not careful, has to be well aware, looking right, might find Siegel soon. Connor isn't looking. Siegel with smoke. Oh, smoke clearing out.
Got him.
Smoke clearing out just in time for Jack Lemmon to catch Siegel behind the car. There was a sliver of hope there. If he would have been able to get through that smoke and hunker in behind the Hesco, that would have been a cap. But instead, you've got a Forlorn Hope defensive round. I believe it's been unless I'm wrong, it's been 4 defensive rounds back to back to back. But I could be wrong. Who knows? But that being said, pretty good round. General Siegel almost, I'm talking about that much, almost got in there for the cap. If that smoke would have just lasted a second longer, half a second longer. You know how timing works. Just like how Connor unfortunately was able to allow Siegel to get past just because he turned a little to the left, maybe just a little too much for the peripheral in VR, because obviously it's not your own eyes. You're dealing with another screen in front of you, so it's a little bit peripheral, but it's not. So just dealing with the VR's peripheral, maybe it's just a little too much and couldn't see that, you know what I'm saying? But onward timing is what it is. That's just how it's always going to be, I guess. Very strong defense by Forlorn Hope. We'll see what happens when we take similar spot, but more coverable, more capable. One of my more favorite suburbia OBJs, Humvee West OBJ. We are getting back into it.
How much of a delay is the stream currently?
6 minutes, bro. Oh, didn't mean to do that.
Try to get it over there this time.
I'll throw it forward this time.
Connor with a callback to the reverse refrag. Moth once again with an aggressive defense. KO with a M203 out on Siegel, I believe, right behind the OBJ. Yeah, smokes out. Moth giving a call out. Oh no, what a frag, what a frag! Moth just able to escape, but not gonna be able to escape the barrel. Solo somehow just dropping a nade in the pocket of Solo and Max trading, dropping the nade in the pocket of can't even think of it now. Moth Valley, sorry, I don't know why. Artemis, however, is a current danger to the OBJ turtle on white car. Watching the line, has to be quicker on the trigger, and is. Eagles looking at a lopsided advantage here, but still holding defensive tight. Max needs to get revived. Sid needs to make the push to his neighbor to get the revive to tie this up. 3v3. I'm gonna let you know, Sid, it's safe now, but with in-game activities from the teams, it's hard to tell how long you've got before the revive is no longer safe. But Connor and Jack rotating southeast into lane 4. It does open the window for Sid to get the revive, but the longer he takes, that window is starting to shut. I believe the time for revive is up now over, as Sid is gonna hunker down with that frag out. Turtle gonna have a laser out towards Kato, shooting through the grass, maybe seeing just a little bit of a bump behind the bush. Now down to 2v2.5. Sid the Sloth getting shots on Connor. Now back down to Jack Lemon. Jack Lemon facing 2.5. I think at this point, unless they have an accurate kill count.
Two, maybe one.
Sid, pretty well aware, but as I was getting ready to say, the revive should be no longer in question. But util out. Definitely caught Sid with a nice little bounce off the roof. Jack Lemon moving away, not going to really take advantage of the flash, but maybe a good distraction as Sid hunkered in behind the bush with a little bit of a headache, I believe. Jack, however, is going to need to be a little bit quieter. Some mic disturbance may give off his push if anybody close by. Coming up on a minute 30, Eagles looking to take another defensive round. And Turtle is gonna have an easier time probably defending this push by Jack than the first two, when he was able to find the two original Marsoc players finding their death on the other side of that bush. But Jack has got a trained eye towards White Car. If is able to take care of Turtle, does have an opening to cap before Sid is able to do anything, with Sid being a little too far from the OBJ. Turtle, as I mentioned, I believe might have had a little bit of help from the mic disturbance, finding Jack through the wall, holding a tight defense. Eagles going up 3-2. Just defense so far on Suburbia in IVRL season 1, week 2. Eagles, Forlorn Hope versus the Eagles. We are gonna see how the Eagles I mean, now if they cap, they tie it up. I mean, I think at that point that's their only chance, unless they, yeah, I think how this is going to shake out, I think your only chance is a tie. I don't know if they can get 6 without Forlorn Hope getting 1. So, but still a tough matchup so far between Eagles and Forlorn Hope. So far, Turtle really holding it down for the Eagles, up 7-2, 7-2, up to 7-2, whatever. But let's get back to it and need a little less rambling with Forlorn Hope on the Northwest Humvee OBJ defense. As the Eagles get the southeast spawn behind APC. 2-man, very quick push up lane 4. Turtle and get here, Moth getting very quick eyes. Kato PKing Jack. Connor finding Moth. Both teams now down to 4 members within less than 30 seconds into the match. Kato with a C4 out. Turtle finding Connor. Deagle getting shots towards Solo and Artemis. Forlorn Hope in a tough spot here, now facing 4 offensive members down to 3 members. And for the OBJ, yeah, they are close to being able to stop any cap attempt. Solo finding Sid, now tying it up 3-3. If Eagles was, however, able to swing around and surround the OBJ, they might have a better chance at capping. But Solo finding the 4th member, Turtle.
Dude, I asked if you were good. Oh, you good, mate? And then you shot me.
Turtle now circling. Might find Solo. Shooting through the bush, but not finding. Turtle still circling. Turtle finding Solo through the wood. Max 9. Eyes on Kato. Kato's stuck. Turtle and Seagull now working together. A lot of errant shots. A little bit of a TK. Kato finally clicking the trigger, not finding anybody. Will, however, might get picked off by Turtle. Oh, timing is what it is as Max 9 finds Kato as he pushes out to take out Turtle. Turtle finding Artemis with a very quick push around the wall. Eagles going up 4-2. Eagles in a very good position to tie this up and just end the match at 7-7, which I'll be honest, I mean, I don't know if anybody was expecting that. Forlorn Hope having a couple years as a team together so far, Eagles being a little bit newer a team. Eagles really playing up to the task today, doing very well. Unfortunately, unable to do more than 2 points on quarantine, so now they will be fighting for the tie, because if Forlorn Hope was to obviously take the round now, for them to be able to cap on the next round, to give the 6-2 or the 2-6, it's just going to work out. That's just how it's gonna, you know what I mean? That's now Eagles' best chance is to fight for the tie. If they win this round, they get the tie. If Forlorn gets one more round, I think if Forlorn is not, yeah, basically Forlorn's fighting to win the match. They need more rounds to take care of the matchup. Sorry, but if they can't get through to the Volk House OBJ, or they take care of the defense and their next Volk round, they might be looking at a tie as well. When at one point up 3 going into the second map would taste a little bit better with a victory. But let's see if I can get a decent camera here. Jeez. D. Now with Forlorn Hope and the Eagles talking strats, we're back in it, baby. Let's do it. Let's get me off the screen.
3 of us need to take that central house.
Okay, it's the middle house. Roger, right, got 2 smokes. Just be prepared for the,
Say in there.
Nah, you're talking to me. You're talking to me in center house. Upstairs.
Oh, center house. I'll watch lane 4. I'll watch lane 4, lane 4. Or you want me to watch lane 1 or 4? I'll watch lane 4.
Kato getting into Center Mansion with Seagull just upstairs.
We already have somebody in the house.
Lemon joining the party. Moth finding Solo in lane 4. General finding Kato. Kato downing Seagull with, I believe, a
I'm still good.
hook nade. A little bit of a martyrdom there. Moth and Artemis trading. Moth only down 2 downs for the Eagles. Jack Lemon Connor facing technically a full defensive squad for the Eagles. Forlorn hopes of winning the full matchup are running out. Lemon hitting Seagull. Now in Center Mansion, has a very good spot to possibly get some picks, but also, oh, Connor almost TKing. Just a little jumpy running up into the top floor of center burning with Turtle in the waiting and through the window to window shot. Jack Lemon downing Max in the house. Turtle killing Connor.
Where are you?
Eagles now on the
He's on
hunt.
the right.
Yeah, Jack, you're all alone, brother. Jack, don't let go. Don't let go, Jack. There's still a chance. Yeah. Sid on the hunt. Look, trying to shoot through the hardwood, but somebody's architect really took care. Carpenter, sorry. Somebody's carpenter really took care and put in that bulletproof layer. But that is peculiar.
Christ. My Marsock stinks.
Lemon. Close to finding Sid. Moth is moving up. Hunting their prey. They've got him stuck. Sid finding Jack.
Nice. I talk shit to him as well.
yeah, you did. Eagles taking Mac number 2, 5-2, thus tying the matchup 7-7, and we have a tie. Wow, it's. Let me get the old thing here. Where is it at there? There we go. Yeah. So far, that is my first happening in the IVRL casting that I've had so far. Of the one team takes it, this score, the other team takes it, the exact same score. Like, that was fun. A peculiar set of events, but nonetheless very entertaining. Good rounds, both by Eagles and Forlorn Hope. Forlorn taking Quarantine 5-2. Eagles doing the exact same thing on their map pick, taking Suburbia 5-2. And yeah, that was fun. EU matchup by NA caster, a Southern, just talk about myself. But thank you everybody for joining. I am Lambowski. You can check me out at Lambowski93 on Twitch, Lambowski VR on IG, Lambowski, just type in Lambowski. It's either 93 VR. It's gonna be one of the two on anything you find me at. But appreciate you watching, hanging out, and hope you enjoyed the match, and hope you enjoyed and then find me a little too obnoxious and had to mute the entire thing. We'll hit the credits and we'll roll on out here, everybody. See you next time, which is this evening.